So I think when it comes to the ban list, people only really usually agree on 1 to 2 cards that should get banned, and the rest is just up in the air. However, today I will be bringing you guys my top 10 most ban-worthy cards and kind of controversial takes in a way that are way more common than you think. So in other words, Mystic Mind won't be a part of it because I want to say 90+% of the player base agrees on the fact that it should get banned. But yeah, to start things off, I actually have a tie between Artifact Scythe and D-Bearer since both of them fulfill a very similar role. I'm just not a big fan of anything that lingers and anything that can't really be responded to once it fully resolves, and obviously there are some other cards that are like that, but I want to say Artifact Scythe and D-Bearer have been oppressive for a little too long. And some people used to say that Artifact Dagda was the problem. I couldn't disagree more. There are so many ways to access Artifact Scythe outside of Dagda. You can mill it and then revive back with Baron, or you can still summon it with Sanctum. Like, the good old methods of summoning Scythe still exist. Next up, I want to say Chaos Ruler absolutely has to get banned. Being able to mill a bunch of cards and also add an excavated light or dark monster on top of reviving itself back in the same turn might sound like a little too much, especially when you factor in the fact that it is really good with a Punk Engine and Needle Fiber. Alright, this next one will probably get me a lot of hate, but I don't care, I'm gonna say it anyways. I actually believe the Windbearer statue should get banned, yes. It used to be really annoying in Lyrillus Tri-Brigade because it could be summoned off of Simorgh. Now I think if we ban the Windbearer statue, we can unban Simorgh, and also this is going to be collateral damage to Flunderies. Well, not really, because we're basically doing this kind of just only to hit Flunderies, and at the same time hurt the other decks that are using the Windbearer statue, aka nobody. But again, we were going to be able to unban Simorgh, so it's kind of going to be a trade. Anyways, another tie would be between Eradicator, Epidemic Virus, and Anti-Spell Fragrance. Both of these cards are absolute cancer. They both stop the opponent from using spell cards, which makes the game even more one-sided than it already is. And on top of that, Eradicator can also make your opponent lose trap cards, so just even more ground to cover. Alright, so this is where we enter the danger category. It's not really a joke, you'll get it soon enough. I want to say both Curious the Lightsworn Dominion and Nightmare Griffin need to get banned because they're usually kind of key components to decks being extremely annoying, like the Danger FTK and now Danger Tier Elements, where you can kind of just abuse Curious to send a Tier, a Fairy Tale Snow, or a Floodgate, and then reset back that Floodgate with Nightmare Griffin, so that you don't even have to hard draw Eradicator or Anti-Spell or a Pointer of the Red Lotus in order to utilize it. And speaking of Curious, a card that can be sent off of Curious would be Snow, and it absolutely has to get banned. It's easy to get in your grave, it's not once per turn, it makes Zero Boros like 20 billion attack, no. And last but definitely not least, Abyss Dweller, you're gonna have to go, my friend. This card is just dumb. It can actually be argued that it's the best Xyz of all time because it's generic, you only need 2 level 4 monsters to make it, so you don't even have to like play any bad cards in your main deck like you would with like Artifact Scythe, maybe Artifact Scythe kind of being a Garnet if you're trying to use Artifact Sanctum, and then you don't really have to play a card that can only be good going first or only be good going second, since it is in your goddamn extra deck. And again, another cancer card with a lingering effect, so definitely not a big fan of those cards. I want to say most pro players agree with pretty much all these hits, but if you feel differently, please let me know in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.